Yo, what is going on, guys? It's me.
Move, man.
And
What are you
today I
doing?
just finished the game and
We
I
got our
got
foot
a
in the
beat.
door.
So
The
I can
Raptors have
get
offered you a
to
10-day
the
deal.
Raptors and I just got a 10-day
Why not a
deal.
year?
Let's go.
Because you're an undrafted, unproven commodity.
I told you there
But they
wasn't
saw
gonna be
enough
a
to take a flyer on
ending.
you. So you have exactly 10 days, 240 freaking hours to show that you belong. You perform, you got a shot at a guaranteed deal for the rest of the season. We both live to breathe another day. You don't, you got a shot at being last in a long line of might have beens, and I'm probably out on the street too. Living in this rat hole.
Hold up, rat hole? This is all I can afford because you didn't get me drafted.
Let's call it a charming fixer-upper. Now pack your bags. We're going to the show.
Yeah, boy. I'm going to the league. I got my foot in the door, and I'm gonna kick this sucker down, man.
You better. I don't want to ruin any more suits sitting on these vermin-infested couches of yours.
Man, it's my house you talking about. Finally, I'm in the league.
You did well in the workout and in the scrimmage.
Go to here. Let's go to. Okay, let's go to NBA home. Okay, let's go. No, we need okay, let's put this on left ankle. This on right. This one. And left wrist, we get like that. Let's out the NBA way. This. There we go. Okay. That'll boost my attributes. You get that jump shot up to level. Let's get that up to level 2. Let's get my athletic. No. Yeah, and then let's get this up. Then let's get my athletic up. I only have 89. Okay. Let's do this.
So you're the rookie that's gonna shock the world, huh?
Sure as heck gonna try.
Good. I'm glad you're here. Just remember, it's all out there for you. Work hard, listen, watch how we do. You got a chance to be something special. And let's see what you got.
Thanks. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Takes like half my time.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
Rookies.
We'll see the Indiana Pacers defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. Last time they came together.
Okay, we're winning.
And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played.
Well, last season the fans in Indiana finally came back in bunches to support their hometown Pacers. They were in the top 10 in attendance, up from 25th in 2013.
Get Ross, dude, he's like
Here's
wide
DeRozan.
open.
Good on the 13-footer.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yeah, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Johnson, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey.
Game guard
Off the
CJ
bench of the
Watson.
first official
Go.
NBA appearance from James. And there is the potential for a feel-good story here, Clark. No doubt this young man didn't get selected in the draft, but has fought his way onto a team nonetheless.
And Kevin, no telling how far this journey will go, but you have to applaud him for at least making his way
Stop,
into an
Missy.
NBA game.
This made me mess up. My dog just made me mess up. Freaking bleeding in my mouth.
1:43 left in the first. He dishes it to Johnson. And you can go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Donald Sloan's checked in for Hill. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for the Raptors. Vasquez comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Here is Watson. James covering. George dishes to Mahinmi. Here's Allen. There's a whistle. It goes on Tyler Hansbrough. Full 24-second shot clock. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Watson kicks to Allen. It's stolen by Johnson.
It's been a bit ugly so far. I mean, it looks like they're still half asleep out there. Wake them up.
Yeah, good way to put it. 3 turnovers here already. This is not the kind of start they had in mind.
And the
What's a
rejection
foul
by
at?
Mahinmi.
He did not reject that.
Watson with it. He's picked up by James. Outside for George. Sloan passes to George. Feeds to Sloan. Back to George. Just 5 to shoot. Can't get it to go. And Toronto will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, there was a lack of discipline on their part in that game, guys. They committed a lot of silly fouls, and it hurt them.
They sure did. I mean, they just didn't seem to figure out how to defend without fouling, Steve. That was just almost hard to comprehend.
Here's Sloan, guarded by Vasquez. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Pacers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And the team free throw numbers for this club this season, very impressive. About 80% from the line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
James outside. He kicks it to Vasquez. Here's Ross. No good on that last second attempt there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 7. And the second quarter will get... All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Taking a look here. Pacers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Lavoy Allen comes in for David West. And it's Watson in for Rodney Stuckey. Then for the Raptors, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ross comes in for James Johnson. And James subbed in for Kyle Lowry. So the Raptors 5 right now. James, he's in at point. Oh, and what a feeling it's got to be as we get to see the very first NBA bucket from James.
First of many, I would expect, Kevin. He's going to be piling up points for many years to come.
Guys, no reason to think otherwise. I mean, everything we know and everything we've seen from this guy so far point to an illustrious career.
Watson kicks to Mahinmi. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's James. Ross in the corner. Johnson dishes to Ross. James outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. It seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Raptors leading by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
All right, men, we've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play.
I like how many points we were able to generate from the paint in the half. Our offense should have a nice...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
We saw some good action.
It's go time. Check in.
I'm on it.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Paul George is the 3 with David West at the 4. George Hill out there with Rodney Stuckey. And it's Mahinmi in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And George, here we go. Knocks it loose. West passes to Hill. Shot clock at 5. From downtown. Stuckey can't get it to go.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up.
Donald Sloan's checked in for Indiana. Watson comes in for Hill, and then for Toronto. Terrence Ross is checked in for Johnson. Vasquez comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And James subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Hit me right here.
Vasquez.
Dude, I was
He's covered by Watson.
Hit me right here.
Here's Valanciunas. And again, no good by Toronto. David West, kind of an old school mold for big men guys. He's tough. Clark, you saw this. Incredibly physical. Steve with a great IQ for the game.
Yeah, kind of like the Davis brothers of those 90 Pacers teams. Dale and Antonio, just physically dominant.
Ross.
He would fit right in with those guys.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, David West is one of the most consistent guys in the entire NBA. Not only with his production, but with his demeanor on a team. As Coach Frank Vogel said, West has poise and composure. He's our rock. There's no other way to put it. He's a leader for them, Kevin, on and off the court.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, one of the savviest players you'll see, no doubt.
And West, like the rest of the Pacers, is committed to the defensive end of the floor. As a matter of fact, he's much like a linebacker in football, calling signals, communicating the guys out in front of him, making sure guys are in the right spot. He guards his position and has really brought an element of toughness and professionalism to the Pacers that's rubbed off on the entire team.
Allen's checked in for the Pacers. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And West uses his strength well inside, boxes out every time, uses that 7'4" wingspan. He plays a lot bigger than people realize.
C.J. Watson at 6'2" is an outstanding shooting combo guard. He's an excellent marksman from behind the three-point line, which helps his team space the floor, and he's also an underrated defender.
And for Watson, between his outside shooting guys and his solid defense, he makes a nice backup.
Yeah, pretty good at getting into the passing lanes and coming up with...
Teams deciding to change it up. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew,